Welcome back, you beautiful boys and girls, to another Yankees franchise episode. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. It's going to be kind of gameplay, but instead of actually playing the full game, you know the MLB season is super long. It takes forever to go through the MLB season. There's so many games, and if you're running through a franchise and you just don't have the time to do all of that, to go through all those games, all 100 plus of them, a good option put into this year's MLB, and I don't know if they had in last year's, is the quick manage option. And this is make strategic game decisions while quickly simulating every at bat. So if you're like me, you like having the control and playing every single game, but you don't have time to play every single game, at least this gives you an option to manage how your games are played when you're not actually going through and, doing every pitch, doing every at bat. And the good thing about this is you can go from quick manage to actually jumping into the game if the situation calls for it. So what we're going to do against the Toronto Blue Jays and this spring training game is a quick manage. So let's jump into this. Alright, so you can see here we can play ball. We are at the top of the first inning and Jacoby Ellsbury is at bat. He has a 92 at bat, home runs still 1, 8 RBIs, stolen bases 2, averaging 250. So we're going to swing at this pitch and we're going to ground out. So you can see the animation right there. It's just that simple. We grounded out in the first. So Brett Gardner is up to bat this time after Jacoby Ellsbury has grounded out. You saw that animation earlier. Now Brett Gardner, the man in the hole, he has had 2 home runs, 11 RBIs, 1 stolen base, and he's actually hitting better than Jacoby Ellsbury. So we're not going to swing at this one too. And we grounded out again. Gary Sanchez is up bat next, and he's had 3 home runs. So we're going to swing at this one, and we're going to hit a single. All right. So Chris Carter, and we could tell them to steal second. We can tell them to hit and run. We can tell them to pinch hit. I'm just going to swing. And we got another single. Okay, but someone was thrown out. That's unfortunate. So now what it looks like is we are on the mound with Luis Severino, and we're facing Devin Travis, and we can see what he's been doing. He's had 5 home runs, 18 RBIs, and that maybe we want to pitch around him, pitch to contact, walk the batter. We're just going to pitch. And we struck him out just like that. You don't even have to do much. He's gone, and he is down and out. And we're going to pitch towards him, and he's going to fly out. So it's just that simple. We can go through this and manage the game. Jose Bautista, that might be someone we pitch around because he's a beast. He can hit a lot of stuff, but you know what? We're going to risk it. We're going to pitch towards him, and he hits a single. And now we have a man on first and a man on third, and we could be struggling here, but we have 2 outs, and we struck out the side. So it's definitely more of a, I would say, a manager side of things. You're going to be telling your team what to do, how to do it, and we're hopefully going to be using this a lot because we hit a double with Castro. That's right. Gregorius hit that home run, and Gregorius grounds out. Judge, I want you to, let's say we already have 2 outs, so let's just swing with Judge, and we struck out again. This Toronto team has definitely hit a lot of home runs. We walked a batter. That is not what we wanted to do. Tulowitzki, we can pitch towards him. We struck him out. We have a man on first still. Let's see, we can pick off first. Let's see if we can pick off first. Alright, he's safe. Russell Martin, we're going to pitch. We struck out Russell Martin. Melvin Upton Jr., let's pitch towards him when we struck him out. Chase Hidley's up the bat for the first time for us today. He's had 1 home run, 6 RBIs, 1 stolen base, and he's having an okay spring training so far. He's going to swing in, and he's going to hit that single. Alright, now Jacoby Ellsbury. So we went through the top of the lineup, all the way through the top of the lineup, and now we're in the top of the third. Come on, Ellsbury, you gotta swing and you gotta make contact. 1 out. There we go, we got a single, and now here's where it could be interesting. We can send the man home with Gary Sanchez, or we can swing. We have 1 out. Let's swing. Double play. Come on, we should have, you know what? That was a mistake on my part. My managerial skills are not very great, and I should have just taken the bunt, gotten the man home. That's what we should have done. The pitch and the double. Now, what we want to do, I think, is, let's see, could we summon someone to the bullpen, maybe? I don't think we can do that just yet, so let's just keep pitching, and we'll try to do that a little bit later. There's a ground out right there, so we have Travis on second still, and he's not going to be able to steal. So we can pitch to Josh Donaldson. And he was hit by the pitch, so now we have a struggle here. We have Jose Bautista up to bat. He's hit 7 home runs. We have a man on first and a man on second. We can pitch around him, pitch to contact, pick off. This is really hard. Pitch around. Alright, so now we have bases loaded, and we're going to have to pitch towards him. Fielder's choice, that's... wow. Alright, we got him out. Thankfully, we got him out. No runs have scored just yet. We're going to pitch again, and he's going to ground out. We get out of the inning. They leave the bases loaded and stranded, and now Chris Carter is up to bat for us once again in the top of the 4th. He hits a single. Matt Holliday's up, the designated hitter. He's had 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, and he gets a single. This time, Starlin Castro, he's coming up, the second baseman. He's pretty fast, at least decently fast. He's had 11 RBIs, 1 home run, and he's actually had a better average than pretty much most of our team. But he strikes out. Okay, Didi Gregorius. Should we send someone to steal? We don't have the speed for that. The hit and run. Let's go swing. He pops out. Okay. Let's not leave these guys stranded. Come on, a fly out. We leave them stranded. Troy Tulowitzki. We can see Serviano's energy still pretty high, so we can leave him in. And there's a ground out right there. Russell Martin, he's going to strike out. Melvin Upton Jr., he's back up, and he's going to strike out. So now, just like that, 1, 2, 3, they're down, and now we're in the top of the 5th inning. So what should we do? We can't bunt, because I don't think we have the speed for that. Let's just, yeah, there we go. We hit the home run, and just like that, we are on the board. Jacoby Ellsbury, he grounds out. Brett Gardner, he hits a single. Gary Sanchez, we might be able to, let's steal second. We got a stolen base in there. There we go, Brett Gardner. Now we're going to swing. And there's a pitching change. Okay. So J.A. Happ comes up. He's had 17 innings pitched. Strikeout 5. An ERA of 5.6. And we line out. Now, Chris Carter, can we drive Gardner home? No, we cannot. And that's going to end the inning. But we had that solo in the 5th. And that could be enough. There's a double. Okay. We're getting closer and closer to, I think, a pitching change here. There's a ground out. David Travis, that's his 2nd time on second base, too. There's another ground out. Jose Bautista. There we go. I knew we're just going to pitch to them. I'm a little bit scared that he could, drive in Travis, but in the end, we won. So Starlin Castro's back up. He's going to strike out Didi. Single for Didi Gregorius. Swing and a ground out. Was that a double play? It looks like it was. So now we're in the 6th inning, and you know what? Let's have a pitching change here. Lewis, you've done well for us, but let's go with, let's see, who was our best pitcher? We can go with Dellin, we can go with Warren. Let's just go with Warren. Adam Warren's going to be in. He's going to pitch, and there's a fly out. There's a ground out. Troy Tulowitzki's up, and he hits a single. Russell Martin's up, and we're just going to, let's try to pick off first. He's safe. Let's see. We can walk the batter, pitching changer. Let's just pitch again. And there's a strike. We're facing JJ Happ still. They haven't made a change yet, which is pretty surprising. And there's the pitching change. I've been running through this a lot in spring training. There's a lot of pitching changes. And we're going to fly out Jacoby Ellsbury. He gets walked, and he's definitely someone we can try to steal a steal. He was caught stealing. He has pretty decent speed, and we're definitely going to be stealing with him when we have gameplay, when we're actually in the game. And speaking of which, now that Melvin Upton Jr. is up, let's just pitch towards him. We ground out Devin Harris. He was a pinch hitter, so Gregorio Petit, he comes in, and there's a ground out. Kevin Pillar, he's going to get a defensive substitution going. Okay, and there's a pinch hitter. So now maybe you just want to actually get into the game. It's the 8th inning. You have a 1-0 game. Maybe you just want to jump into it and you feel like you have the time to do that. That's when you can take yourself out of the quick manage and you can jump into enter the game, which is what we're going to do now. We're going to enter the game with Gary Sanchez up. Alright, Mr. Sanchez. Let's see if we can get a slugging percentage. Let's see if we can get a hit here. Facing a new pitcher. We got this. Sanchez Gary. And that's going to be a grounder to the shortstop, and he's going to throw us out just like that. 1 up, 1 down. Chris Carter is 2 for 3, 2 singles, 2 home runs in spring training. maybe he can get just enough of this pitch to send it out of the park. The windup, the pitch, and that changeup just got a piece of it. I feel it, Chris. I feel it. And that changeup gets me swinging again. I need to work on my timing, and I need to work on my at-bats. Facing the 0-2 count. And that's going to be down, and at my knees, he backs me off the bags. 1 out, top of the 8th. Sinker gets me swinging, and there I go, striking out. Maybe I should have just simmed it. Would have been better off. What do you have, Matthew Holliday? That's going to be an easy pop-up, an easy fly out, and that's going to probably, more than likely, end the inning. We didn't get much going there. Donaldson, Batista, Morales up. So now that we went through that inning, what I really want to do is go back to the quick sim, and we can just easily enter that right here. Just go to quick manage, and we'll hop back into this, and we're going to pitch towards Darwin Barney. He's struck out Jose Bautista. There comes a pinch hitter. Ryan Goins is in, and that's going to be a strikeout. Morales is in. There's another pinch hitter. Donald Pompey comes in, and that's a strikeout. So now we're in the top of the 9th inning, and Aaron Lope is pitching towards us. So we're going to have a pitching change coming up. Joe Smith is in, which is probably the most ununique name ever in the history of baseball. There's a defensive substitution. We hit a double with Sterling Castro. I'll take it. Didi's going to fly out, but we advance the runner to third base. Aaron Judge is up, and now we're going to bunt. How is there a pop out? We bunted. How did we get a pop out when we bunted? That does not make sense. We have the 1-0 game. J.R. Graham is in to pitch. Pinch hitter comes up. Juan, he pops out. Troy Tulowitzki's up. He grounds out, and Russell Martin is at the plate, and he's going to pop out. So just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we defeat the Blue Jays. And this is definitely something that I am going to be utilizing through the season because I just don't have the time to play 100+ games. But that gets us through, and the main reason I wanted to do this was to get us through spring training, because in the next episode, we are going to have some opening day baseball. What gets better than that? We're going to head to the ballpark, grab a hot dog, and we are ready to go. We're set for the season. We've advanced through spring training. We've seen some of the stuff that we need to do better and that I need to do better, especially hitting the ball. Defensively, pitching, I feel pretty confident. We can do some stuff better there too. Can always improve. But anyways, stay frosty, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for watching, and I love you.